It's time to get rid of your gimbal, throw away your tripod, because today we're talking about cinematic handheld B-roll. I'm not throwing the camera, let's go. Now before we get started, let's define what B-roll actually is. In this current circumstance, I am talking. This would be our A-roll clip. If we put something overlaid over this, that would be our B-roll. I'm about to show you a sequence that shows this perfectly. Welcome to the diner. This set includes 2 windows, a booth, an amazing bar top, and so many small details that really sell that vintage scene. Now let's talk about my 3 keys to making amazing B-roll that will make your client salivate. It's kind of gross, but that's what you want, because if they're salivating, they're giving you money, perhaps. Before we even start recording, we need to get our settings down first. So when you're in post, you have a lot to work with. So to start, we're gonna put our camera into 60 frames per second because we wanna be able to slow down our footage in post. Plan out your moves before shooting. That is very important. I see a lot of people just kind of moving around randomly, but we want to know exactly what we're shooting, which I'm going to shoot these windows. We want to know exactly what movement we're looking for. So I'm going to go back and I want to kind of reveal it with this booth. So kind of like go up like this. Now I want to shoot a reveal shot behind this curtain to reveal these windows, or behind this jukebox, I guess, rather. And then we're going to slowly reveal like this. Show different perspectives and get creative with your B-roll. So the way I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get on this bar top right here and get an overhead shot of this booth. And I'm just gonna slowly turn like this. You see, a lot of these moves would be very, very difficult to do with the gimbal. But when you're handheld, you're able to run around and get all this B-roll super duper quick. I always tell this to everyone, is to overshoot B-roll. I'd rather go into the edit with more B-roll than I need versus scraping something together in the edit because I don't have enough B-roll at all. We just filmed slightly shaky clips, but let's take it to the next level and make it look amazing. There's 2 steps to stabilizing your clips to make them look buttery. The first step is slowing it down. So if you remember before, we shot in 60 frames per second, and that is very important for what we're about to do. We should make our timeline 24 frames per second because then we can slow down our 60 frames per second and stretch out the clip, which makes very, very smooth slow motion. Now that we have our slow down clip, we're gonna stabilize it even more, and this is what takes your handheld clip to make it look like it's an actual gimbal with moves that you probably couldn't get using a gimbal. And honestly, it's so much quicker. You can just grab the camera and shoot versus having the finick with balancing. And honestly, who really knows how to balance a gimbal? Don't we all just turn it on and start running it? All editing software should be able to stabilize these clips very nicely. You can use warp stabilization in Premiere Pro, stabilize tool in Final Cut. CapCut has it, Resolve has it. All the platforms have this stabilization tool, and this is what takes your clip from kind of shaky to super stabilized. Now that we have shot our clip, stabilized it, made it look nice, we have to add some spice and put it all together. You see, this is honestly the easy part. If you make really, really good looking clips, all you have to really do is cut it to some cool music that fits the vibe of the video. What you can also do is add some speed ramp transitions between the clips to make it look that much better. We do that by taking the first clip and then adding a speed up at the end of the clip, and taking the next clip and adding a speed up at the beginning of the clip. And as long as you're doing the same move between the 2 clips, it'll look very, very smooth. From there, add some motion blur and a whoosh effect, and it looks amazing. Okay, that is it. Now you are an expert in handheld B-roll. Go out there and shoot amazing videos. I'll see you guys next time.